Google Gemini is a new AI model that Google has introduced in 2023 as a next step on its journey towards making AI helpful for everyone. So Gemini is a multimodal, general, and flexible AI model that can understand and reason across different types of information, such as text, code, audio, images, videos, you name it. Okay, Gemini can understand and comprehend it. It's a result of large-scale collaborative efforts by teams across Google, and including Google Research. If you know Google Bard, if you've used Google Bard before, Gemini is now Google Bard. Okay, and in this complete tutorial, I'm going to show you how to use Gemini, Google Gemini, step by step. So if you have used other platforms like ChatGPT or even GPT-4, it is kind of similar. But this time with much more information, much faster information. You can get to information faster, and it's more detailed, more interactive, and is very, very latest in its information. Okay, very smart, and it can give you quite a lot of information. So without taking much of our time, let's get started. Let's start by creating a Google Gemini account, or if you have a Google account, you can use Gemini at any given point. So you can start by either coming to your Google anywhere in your search bar and just type in Google, and you'll be brought in here. You can just search for Google Gemini just like this, and it's just going to bring you over here. Gemini chat to supercharge your ideas via Google. Okay, so you can see it's a family of multimodal large language model developed by Google and DeepMind. Okay, so you'll be brought into this very platform. So you can just go ahead, use any of your Gmail accounts to sign in. You can sign in directly from here. Or if you don't have a Gmail account, as you know, it's free to create a Gmail account. You can just go ahead and create a Gmail, and then you can sign in. Okay, so you can click to sign in, and you can just go ahead and sign in with your Gmail. So I'll leave you to sign in, and I'll sign in with one of my accounts as well. So we'll meet on the other side. So once you sign in, you could be brought into this very platform. So you can see, hello Epic, how can I help you today? These are sample prompts that you can send in to start conversating with Gemini directly. And there's a disclaimer down here. Your conversations are processed by human reviewers to improve the technologies powering Gemini apps. Don't enter anything you wouldn't want reviewed or used by a third person. Okay, so some people are reviewing it, and you can try to find out how it works. So this is the chat area like we have in ChatGPT. As I've explained to you, you can, if you have used ChatGPT before, so this is something similar. You just send in prompts and it responds to you based on what you have added. Now there's just a little bit of improvement, because right now you can upload images and you can find out more information about that image, and you can record things directly. You can ask Gemini to give you some information on your own. So this is about the chat area. And over here to the left, you have these three lines. If you click them, you'll be able to collapse and see more details. Here are recent chats that I have had with Gemini. You'll be able to see them over here. You can click even to see more, and you can come to these three dots to pin a particular chat that you have with Gemini, or you can rename it or delete it on your own. Now you can always come here to create a new chat whenever you want to start a new chat with Gemini. All right, so down here you have the other help menus that you can check around. If you want to find out more about Gemini, you can come to the help tab over here. And then you can check out your activities, what you've been doing with Gemini, and be able to see how and what you can change. Now over here, you have a bunch of settings. For example, you can enable the dark theme, or you can use the light theme, which is the one I prefer. Okay, the light theme is much better, but if you're interested, you can use the dark theme, and you can try to see if you can use the extensions and other public links over here. So this is just showcasing to you that you can collaborate with people and work with them directly. All right, and then over here you can upgrade to Gemini Advanced, which is for specifics and for more in-depth research or use of Gemini. But for this tutorial, we're going to stay with the free version. The paid version is not that expensive. You can see it just about 97 ringgit per month. You can just go ahead. You will have this much features. If you're interested, you can start with free trial, because it's going to give you 2-month free trial in usage of this. So let's get back to Gemini, and let's start with a very simple prompt. help me with a craft, help me craft a text response to a friend. You can chat anything. You could just ask any question. You'll be amazed by how fantastic it's going to work. Explain how something works like an engineer. So I want Gemini now to behave like an engineer and then explain how something works. It's just a sample prompt. You can see explain how a solar panel generates energy. You're an engineer, skilled and highly qualified in this area of technology. Provide a detailed step-by-step overview of how this technology operates. Begin with the logical starting point. Make sure your explanations are understandable. Make analogies to convey a better understanding. Be concise. Okay, so these are very much detailed prompts that you can send in containing different kind of detail so that you can be as specific as possible during your prompt. So once you are ready with this, you can just go ahead and click on submit and just give you some seconds to notice the response Gemini is going to give to you. All right, you can see it is now giving us detail. You can see it is very, very fast in the generation and so on. It's very, very fast. Okay, so you generate this much information and you can see you can show drafts. You can see, imagine a solar panel as a tiny power plant fueled by sunlight instead of coal or gas. Here is how it harvests the sun's energy step by step. So it gives us the step-by-step process of how it harvests energy and how that energy is being transformed into electricity or thereabout. Even the analogy, what happens, what are the complexities in the generation and the transformation from AC to DC, everything is being explained over here. Now, one thing you should pay attention to is that Gemini is this much rich in that you can modify the response. You have the option to click on this and you can make it shorter, you can make it longer, you can make it simpler, or you can even make it more casual, depending on your choice, okay? You can make it sound much more professional. If you're a professional and you want the write-up to sound much more professional, you can modify the response according to these selections, okay? So you can just go ahead and try to experience this. Now, another good thing I like about Gemini is that anything you generate, you can directly share it online, or you can download it on your own by just coming to this share and export. You click on this share and export and you could draft it in a Gmail and send it to a Gmail directly. So you can compose an email and just send it directly, draft it in your Gmail, and then you can send it instantly or for later sending. You can go ahead and share by exporting to docs, which is a very key feature that I specifically like about Gemini. Once you click on export to docs, it's going to export this whole text into Google Docs. And as you know, Google Docs is just like Microsoft Word. You can easily directly access and change things and even customize it to however you want it and then make use of it. So you can click on this and say export to docs and just give it some seconds to create the doc version of this particular text. So you can click on open docs and you'll be able to see what you have generated in docs. You can see right now you can just go ahead and edit anything, add anything, and make it as you can customize it to however you want it, and then you can make use of it. You can come over and download it in different formats, even PDF. You can convert it to PDF or you can take it to docs for use in Microsoft Word. Now, another thing I like about Gemini is that in addition to the downloading and sharing options, you'll now be able to double check your responses via the Google search. Okay, so it has added something that can help you to double check things, maybe how it is being, the information it has generated from Google, how correct is it? So you can be able to see right now, it has highlighted some part of the text that it has generated for your reference. You can click to expand and you'll be able to see the source where it picked it in this information. You can see the source, this is where it picked, and then you can see this one as well. This kind of give you confidence on as regards the kind of text it has generated. With full references from where it has gotten the text, you can be able to click and just navigate to that particular location where it picks the text. So over here you have these three dots. You can click, you can copy directly. If you want to copy the text directly, you can copy it and send it somewhere, all right? And you can, of course, report it as a good or bad response based on what you have generated and what you have seen. And then additionally, you can have the option to read directly or to listen to what Gemini has to say.
Imagine a solar panel as a tiny power plant fueled by sunlight instead of coal or gas. Here's how it harvests the sun's energy, step by step. 1. Capturing sunlight. The journey begins with sunlight hitting.
And you can see it is reading directly from text to human speech, and it sounds very much like human-like. Okay, so this is basically how to ask simple prompts. You can ask anything, you name it, programs, mathematical problems, you name it. Google Gemini can help you answer that. So you can review this and you can copy. You can see it has even given you more related topics if you are interested in learning more about how the solar panel generate energy, or how do solar panels work at night, and how long does it take for solar panels to generate electricity. These are more relevant topics that you can search on your own to start writing. So you can go ahead and learn other options. If, for example, I want a new chart, I can come over here, click on new chart to kickstart a new chart. All right. So I can go ahead and come to the prompt area, and I can ask it to listen and write something for me. I can hit on allow. Can you help me define photosynthesis? So you can see I just hit on enter, and it's going to define photosynthesis for me. Very nice and clear. You can see it's even giving you the ingredients of photosynthesis, what is involved in photosynthesis, from sunlight to water to carbon dioxide and so on. And if you like, you can go ahead and read more directly from it, directly like this. And again, if you have the interest, you can come down here and you can click on this and make it shorter, make it much more professional, make it more casual and so on. And you can double check with Google and share directly it via Docs or Gmail directly. All right. And another way, you can upload an image and you can ask the Gemini to give you some more information about that image that you've uploaded. But then before then, let me ask it a very simple question. Can you give me a picture of a lion? Okay, let's just say let's make it this simple. Can you give me a picture of a lion? And let's see what it's going to bring in. Okay, so unlike the chat GPT that you have that doesn't give images, this one can be very specific and it can give you images of as you prompt it. So let's say this one here is a picture of a lion, and you can see this is a very nice picture of a lion. It picked it from Wikipedia. You can see the location where it picked it, and you can go ahead and share if you're interested. Let's try to enter some more interesting use of the Google Gemini. The first one is we can upload images of different kind of data, and we can have Gemini to do the analysis, give us inferences and even key takeaways from the data that we have. So let's say for this tutorial, I'm going to upload a chart or a graph, and then I want to ask Google Gemini to analyze the graph and give me some of its responses or what it thinks about this graph. So let's come to upload down here, and you can use, let's say we'll try with this U chart. I can just go ahead and upload, and I can just give it the prompt. Can you analyze the graph and give me 3 takeaways from it? So you can just go ahead and hit on enter and just give it some seconds, and you'll be amazed by what is going to bring out. And you can see, surprisingly, these are the 3 main takeaways. The process appears to be stable and in control. There has been a slight decrease in the average number of defects per unit over time, and you can see the variation in the number of defects per unit is relatively small, and that is exactly what happens in this graph, and it gives you an overall what it thought about it. And here are some additional things to keep in mind when interpreting a U chart. So in general, this is very specific and it analyzes the graph directly for you. So sometimes you may want to use this feature, but maybe to a document. Sometimes people ask, does it require or does it recognize a PDF document? Yes, it recognizes a PDF document in different ways. For example, if it involves you to have a data in PDF, copy some data in PDF and then use it here. Sometimes you have to take screenshot. If you can take screenshot and then use the image here, it will work. Or if you have an image, so for example, I can come to upload, I can say this sample table, I can just upload it. You can see it's just a sample table, and I want it to, instead of me to kind of construct this or to rewrite it on my own words, I can ask Gemini to retype this for me. I want it to be as accurate as possible. So let's give it the prompt after uploading the image. can you regenerate this table? Be as accurate as possible. Okay, can you regenerate this table in Word format and be as accurate as possible? So we can just send in this prompt and you'll be amazed by what is going to happen. It's going to regenerate this and you can just go ahead and use it on your Google Docs. So you can see within just some seconds, and you can see it has regenerated everything. You can convert it, you can export to Google Sheets with just a simple click. It's just going to export everything in Google Sheets, so you can continue with your editing. You can see open sheets and the one that's happened. You can see everything. So this is now editable. You can just go ahead and edit it, and this is going to save you tons of time instead of you to rewrite this, to regenerate this on your own using the $ to rewrite everything. With just a simple click, the AI does it perfectly and very, very correctly. You can see you can just click and edit on your own. So it all boils down to you. If you have any information, you can easily just screenshot and you can regenerate it on your own. So this can actually help researchers during your research. So you have the option to come over here and you can share, and you can even come to this share icon and you can be able to generate this share this prompt or the entire prompt, or you can even create a public link for you to share. You can edit this link and then share directly with the people. So let's say we are sharing this prompt and the response, and this is the link. You can copy it. You can share it on LinkedIn, Facebook, X, or or Reddit. You can share all of these with just this link directly. All right. So another thing that I usually do, and I really enjoy Gemini with it, is I can just upload things. But before we go there, let's take a look at how we can enable the Google Gemini extensions to be able to use them perfectly in the platform. So you can come over here. We'll talk about extensions. You can come to the settings over here and you can see extensions. So what you need to enable here, there are two things. Okay, so you just continue and you can see connect. The two extensions mostly very important that you can enable include the YouTube as well as the Google Workspace. Just make sure these two are enabled because they will help you during your work. So what this does is you can come back to your new chat and you can always refer to documents that you have within your Gmail, for example, because it's part of the Google Workspace. So what you need to call, you can say add, and you'll have all of the features. You have Gmail, Docs, Google Drive, and Google Flights, and even Google Hotels and Google Maps and many more. You can have access to the YouTube if you want. So what you can do is, for example, you can say at Gmail. So this is going to call on your Gmail, and then you can ask question. Can you give me emails related to Udemy, my account? Okay, so you can just hit on enter, and it's going to search through your email and then through your Gmail account and bring out the emails related to Udemy. It's just going to align all of them for you so you can just work on them. And with just a simple click, you'll be able to have access to them and work on them directly. Instead of you, yes, Gmail can give you emails related to Udemy on your account. Here are some examples. So you can see these are emails that are related to Udemy, okay, that I have received recently. So you can be as specific as possible. You can say you should find things that are most recent or emails that are sent today, and it's going to search through your Gmail and give you those emails. And with just a simple click, you'll be able to have access to those and be able to see what is included. You can show more items directly, so you can see more emails related to Gmail. Okay, so you can come over in case if you want to go beyond Gmail. Maybe you want to search for your Drive, Google Drive, for a particular document. Maybe you can say add Google Drive. I want to find my CV. Find my CV in PDF. All right, so you can hit on enter and let's see if it's going to find my CV within my Google Drive. And you can see it has all these versions. It has all of my CV attached, and with just a simple click, you'll be able to have access to your CV directly opened. So this is how perfect it is going to be. On your own, you can go to Drive, but you can search, and it's going to bring you multiples. But for you to get to specific things and to get to specific searches, you can use Google Gemini, and it's going to go straight and fetch the item that you are looking for directly. And right now you can see it has just fetched my CV and you can see a copy of it opening, okay, perfectly. With just a simple click, and you have access to my CV directly. So you can be as specific as possible. Sometimes if you have so this is on Google Workspace, you can analyze videos on YouTube, okay? Directly, you can just go ahead and analyze videos on YouTube. Let's try to ask questions related to my channel, this Epic Mentorship. So you can come over here. If you want to search for things on YouTube, you can just go ahead and say, come over here and say at YouTube, right? At YouTube, and then can you give me the latest video of Epic Mentorship and summarize 3 takeaways from that video. Okay, can you give me the latest video of on Epic Mentorship channel and summarize 3 takeaways from that video. Okay, so you can be as specific as possible. So you can hit on enter. Let's see if it's going to recognize the latest video and then give us the takeaways that we just asked. All right, so you can see so it is going to give the latest video uploaded on Epic Mentorship channel is Microsoft Designer Tutorial 2024, how to use Microsoft Designer AI. Here are the takeaways. This is very fantastic, but unfortunately, this is not the latest video that was published on Epic Mentorship. It has even picked it up for you directly, so you can see. But if we have maybe said that the latest video published, probably the results would have been different. So you can see it even have everything, including the video itself. It picked it out. So let's say from this match, Bayern Munich versus Leverkusen, can you give us some? You can just come over here. So for this match, there was just split. This is just a highlight. You can copy the link. Okay, so we can come over back to the Gemini and continue conversation. You can just paste in the link from this YouTube link. So we can just come over, select this. We can see at YouTube, and then we can paste this link. For example, paste this link. Can you adjust the links? Can you give us 3 takeaways from this, and why is the video so popular? We can just click, and it's going to search for YouTube. Take this video, and then it's going to analyze and give us the 3 takeaways. You can see here the 3 takeaways from the YouTube. It talks about Bayer Leverkusen winning 3-0, and this video is popular because it's a big upset in Bundesliga. Okay, so you can see you can tweak it as you so wish. And remember, anytime you're not so comfortable with a particular result, you come to the show draft over here, and you can be able to see some more drafts about this same response that you can actually on your own use. So you can see you can have draft 1, draft 2, draft 3 as you so wish. So this summarizes what you can use Google Gemini for, and additionally you can always come back to new. And with these features, these sample prompts, once you click, you'll be able to see an idea into how you can send in your prompt. With just a simple click, you'll be able to see an idea into the kind of prompt you can send, and it can give you an idea on how you can reschedule or rearrange your prompts to go in directly and use it. All right. So I think you can use it for anything. Just be creative, be as creative as you can, and it can solve mathematical problems and even help you to generate computer codes. So let's give a sample problem. Can you give me a computer program using Python to solve quadratic equations? So we can just hit on enter, and let's see whether it's going to give us a sample Python program. And you can see it is very, very fast, and it has given you the sample with even an example usage of the particular Python code that we've just generated. So you can see at the end of it all, this program, it gives you an explanation about what the program does. This is a function that solves quadratic equation, and this is what you need to provide. These are the terms, and once you provide these terms, you'll be able to have the results, and this is the sample results. Okay, so it's this powerful. You can copy the code directly and go to Python and run it, and it's going to give you results. So you can ask different questions, ask mathematical questions. What is 2 plus 5? Okay, you can ask any simple question, and it's going to give you the answers. What is 2 plus 5? And you can see directly it's solving. The answer is 7, and you can ask anything. You can just go ahead and explore on your own, put in different features, different kind of prompts, and play around with it and see what it's going to give you. So in a nutshell, this is an introduction into the use of Google Gemini to do different kind of things, to send in prompts, to learn about it. I hope you enjoy this video. If you learn anything out of this, please remember to give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to always hit the like and subscribe to stay connected and enjoy videos like this. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye.